Good morning. Yeah, traders. Good morning. Value trade clients. Good morning. Let me see if I can before I share my screen, let me see if I can play with some names this morning that I can see. Femi, Akman, Rashida, Musiliuddin. I'm seeing beautiful names this morning. So I'm trying to see if I can give you a shout out. Uh, Kediashi, Amechi, Arubi, Bash, Charles, Chinedu. Somebody gave the name of his phone as Huawei. So Huawei. Don't want to mention that kind of name because it's just the name of your phone. So next time, just try and change your name to your name. All right. So Fendu, Jonathan. I don't have any other choice than to call Jonathan because you don't have the second name. Um, so let me just skip that because it's not what I want to call. Muslim, Nena, Odewale, Adelawo Shinlewo. Well done. So and Oladimeji, Okon, Olufowokan, Bola. I'm still getting names this morning, so I'm trying to give as many as possible. Shout out. Uche. Let me see just call Temitope, Maxangeline, and so many more. Oyebola. I don't think I can mention that anyway. So if I didn't give a shout out, it's fine. Maybe I just keep your name on purpose, especially when you carry English name. I'm not racist. I'm just trying to give ourselves, kind of like an urge to continue to use our name. Okay, it's our name. So uh now let's quickly see if I can just read the messages also before I share my screen. I have some messages here that says good morning. So uh, good morning, good morning. So good morning, everybody. Good morning. All right. So let me just now go ahead and share my screen. And it will be this. So last week, I was with you on Monday last week. And of course, for the rest of the week, I was pretty much busy. So, but of course, we had other guys in the house through Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday that was able to kind of give you a head up as to where price was going to go. So on Monday last week, we kind of like look at Euro USD and we said that, or I said, let me just put it that way, that Euro USD was going to go up. Okay, that was Monday last week. But unfortunately, Euro USD did not go up. Okay, so eventually it went down. All right, so that was the thing we did last week. But of course, actually closed my trading profit because I bought, and of course I closed. You can already see that I bought at the point of blue, closed at the point of red, because of course I was using that particular trade as an example for someone that choose to ask me to show her how to, apply trailing stop to his trade or him. I think it was a he. Okay, somebody that come from Akure or something. Can't remember. So he wanted to apply trailing stop. So of course we were able to guide him with the Euro USD trade. But unfortunately, Euro USD eventually went down. But for those people that bought that day, they made money. Okay, because I know they would have closed their trading profit. So this morning, surprisingly, Euro USD gapped up. All right. So I was actually discussing with a colleague this morning as to what Euro USD did on Friday. Okay, so we saw a sharp drop, very sharp, okay, within 2-3 hours drop on the Euro USD to this level. Now, this level is the level we call psychological level in trading. It's a level that the price begin to descend to. And of course, if you have a buy pending, you have a buy running and running in a loss, you'll be forced to close your trade. It's actually psychology, right? So, of course, this morning there was a little bit of correction. I expect more of bullish, really. I expect more bullish because if you look at the D1, and then we can just go ahead and change this to it's kind of a let me see if I can just use this. This is a daily time frame. So if we look at what the daily time frame has done, okay, the last time it did something like this, was probably when it moved to this upside in one direction. Okay, like so. That's much. All right. So, and while it did something close around here, when it descended this much around here, there was pretty much room for maneuver. Right. There was down, up, down, up, down, up, of course, down and up. So, and if we measure the pips difference, okay, this particular, the last time it descended this much, if we measure the pip difference, it should give us something like it descended to around 700 pips or 800 pips, 815 pips. Now, if you measure the same pips now, that's from the last descent like that, it's actually, this one is about 900 pips drop. So it's already more than the previous one. Now, I want to believe that Euro USD normally on a very good environment, if Euro USD is going to behave like this, technically, what it will do is that it will move 500 pips. If I thought it's going to descend or arise, okay, whether it's moving down or moving up, it's movement. Okay, it's either going to move about 500 pips, then there will be a retracement. So the retracement for this one that we saw, let me just clear it again so that we can focus on what's important. Now, the retracement we saw here using Fibonacci was not what we expected. Personally, I didn't expect it. So the price descended to this much. I don't know if I just use a, let me just see if I can change this to default so that we can look at some things, properties. Then we go to default. Okay. So I can now come back and change the color of this to something black so that we can see it clearly. So now let's continue. The retracement that happened here after this move from up, moving down over time, over a period of time, the retracement was around 38.2. Now I know that when the price descends to, when the price make a retracement of 38.2 like so, yeah, it means that it has room to go down. Yeah, but I actually expected it to move to about 61. So 61 would have been a comfortable level for it to actually descend and break the support around here and move more to the downside. So eventually now the Euro USD has moved about close to 900 points, at least in the measure this morning, about 8,700 and something points. That's about almost 900 pips downward. Now, a lot of school of thought suggests that Euro USD will move to parity. Now, what parity means is that Euro will be equal to $1. That's €1 will be equal to $1. And that will happen maybe around here. Let me see if I can just go down a little bit. Maybe around, let's see if we can just go 1009. Let's go to 100. Let's move it up a little bit. Something around this level. Okay, so a lot of opinion were like Euro USD will move to this level. Okay, that's on the I don't know if I can just delete this. We don't need this anymore. Okay, pay attention, please. Let me move it to W1 so that we can see it, or even monthly charts. Okay, so a lot of people's opinion was that Euro USD will get to this level where this red marker is. Now, the last time it got there was in 2022, July 2022. That's when we have this drop to this level. All right. Now, this is a monthly view. Now, the way I see this now, this is November. So December, Euro USD will most likely still trend down, most likely. Okay. Except if this month now, this November, if we are not going to see a low lower than what we have today or what we have currently. So if we see a low lower than what we have currently this November, then Euro USD will still most likely move to parity, most likely move to parity by December. What I mean by that is if this low is crossed, okay, this low here, this one, or maybe I can just use a paint to show you what I mean. Okay, let me use this one to show you what I mean. Okay, so I'm going to just use this green, move it to this level. Can you see this level, everybody? So if, mark this on your chart, if Euro USD, I'm looking at the monthly view, all the candles I'm seeing here are monthly charts, okay, monthly charts. All right, so let me close this part so that we can see it clearly. You can see my screen now, bigger. So let me see if I can do it like that. So if Euro USD break below this current candle on D1, then most likely by December, that's the next month that we're getting into now, Euro USD will still move below the current candle. But then if we begin to see a sharp move to the upside, right, watch it now. We begin to see a sharp move to the upside, especially on 1 hour bar. Let's go to 1 hour now. So as long as we have this intact, let's move this. Let me see if I can paint this one now. So as long as we have this level intact, okay, then Euro USD may not go below the current low. Maybe in the near term, in the near maybe 1 2 months, it may not go below it. But if it moves below, then be prepared that, and of course, be ready to see Euro USD moving to parity. That's if you move below the current low. So as of now, what you can do is to see if you can, since you still want to trade the Euro USD, whether it goes up or go down, it doesn't matter. You want to buy or sell. So what you can do is to begin to check for indicators that support either a buy or a sell. So since the trend is down, currently the trend is down on Euro USD, let's see if we can just use stochastic to check some things. So here we have stochastic that says sell. Okay, it mentions sell around here, sell here. Okay, but of course this is only equal to trend, sell around here. But the price refused to go down, right? So the price is currently ranging. So what you can do is to kind of like, put kind of like possibly a buy stop or sell stop, okay, technically above and below this range, okay? Just mark this range on your chart and, you can do a buy stop and a sell stop around the range, right? Do a range in your chart. You can just point, you can just pin something like this. Make sure that you capture the candle zones. All right, then you can put a buy stop and sell stop. So what it means is that if the price breaks above the high of the range, then the price will go up, you can buy. If the price goes below the range, you can sell. So you could, if you like, you may not do buy stop and sell stop. You could just do, okay, if the price go above this level, that's the current range, you can buy. If the price go below it, you can sell. Now, if you are selling and the price break this level, remember, I was trying to paint this part, okay? If the price break this level, remember that you can continue to sell because to me that price will definitely move to parity, definitely. But if it doesn't break it and you begin to see a sharp price and begins to move up on this 1 hour chart, then prepare because the price will most likely move to the upside. All right. So that's for Euro USD. Let's look at H4. And on the H4 front also, we have kind of like, this is more like a buy signal, okay, on the H4, right? H4 have a buy signal, not a sell signal. But of course, if you are buying now, you're taking a lot of risk, not much. Now, I cannot say a lot of risk. Let me just say a little bit of risk, okay? Because if you're selling, the risk is more. If you're buying, the risk is less. Okay, so based on what the indicator is saying, this particular indicator right here, there's a regular divergence in here. The indicator is moving higher, all right? Rather, convergence now. We could say convergence, or the hidden divergence is there. The indicator is moving higher. Let's see. That's higher low, right? Let me adjust properly so that we can see it better. So the indicator is moving higher. In that same wise, if we calibrate like so, like a vertical line to target this point, and another vertical line to target this point in time, we see a lower low on the price. While the indicator is having a higher low, the price is having a lower low. This is a convergence, right? More like a convergence. But then inside of this convergence, there's a hidden divergence. I want to show you that shortly. Just give me a moment. So while we have this, let's zoom in. This is 4 hours. So what this one means is that when you have a break on this indicator like so, you can buy. That's what it means. So you could start buying now and you'll be fine. But then your stop loss should be below the low of the 4 hours bar, the last bar that is low. But then inside of this convergence, there is a divergence also. What I mean is, oh, okay. I think there's no divergence. So I think it's clear enough. This is more like a convergence. And of course, the price. What this one means is that the price is announcing that it's tired of moving down. The indicator, the price is moving down, but the indicator is announcing rather that the price is tired of going down. So you might want to, consider buying Euro USD at this point in time, right? I want to consider that. That's if you choose to want to trade Euro USD. Now, I've laid a lot of emphasis in the last 10 minutes. I've been discussing Euro USD, so I'm going to be, looking at the comment section. I know a lot of people pay attention to Euro USD, all right? So I'm going to be looking at the comment section, and okay, at least nothing yet for me to look at. So, but regularly, normally on this kind of forum, my own time on this forum, I normally try as much as possible to look at variety of instruments, not just in currency, but of course in indices and commodities. So that's for Euro USD. So you need to be careful trading it. My bias is for buy, but of course, if the price breaks below the last low, remember I mentioned it that the price will most likely fall to parity. Now, Victor Abalin, wait, I hope my teeth will not remove from calling your name. Abalinde knocking. Abalinde knocking. I wish you can just send me a voice note to pronounce your name. Okay. All right. So you want me to look at GBP JPY. All right. So let's look at when we get there. I think we have GBP JPY on this list. Okay, right here. So I'm going to move it to the next one here. That's beside the Euro USD. So GBP JPY suggestion here suggests that the price on the 4 hours have kind of like a hidden divergence. All right. So I think you might want to buy this one. The bias for me here is also buy, not a sell. Okay. So and if we look at the Bollinger Band, okay, so here the Bollinger Band also suggests a buy. It's just that we don't have a bullish engulfing bar on the 4 hours, at least not yet. But on the 1 hour chart also, we have kind of like an inside bar around the Bollinger Band low, that's the lower band. What I mean by that is, if you look at this bar, okay, there are a lot of things I look at before I decide I want to place a bet or a buy on an instrument. So if you look at this bar that I put an arrow on, I hope you can see it. I hope so. I hope so. So I have an arrow here. Let me click on it, move it. Just look at my mouse. Hope you can see my mouse moving and dancing under a particular candle there. The candle is gray. So that candle is an inside bar to the previous bar. Inside bar to the red bar. There's a red bar, okay, on the Bollinger Band low, hanging around it. But then there's an inside bar on the red bar. So this one is also an indication or indicative of the fact that the price could actually go up. So you could buy at the break above the inside bar or at the break above the mother bar. So this one suggests a buy around here. And of course, this is a 1 hour chart. If you look at the breakout strategy also, but on the breakout strategy, the price is actually, the second wave around the resistance. So the price is currently playing around resistance, but of course, most likely to break the resistance and there will be a breakout and the price will go up. But let's look at the H4. Wow. So this price is actually playing around reversal. Okay, so buying now is a lot of risk based on what this indicator is saying. Buying is a lot of risk. But on the 1 hour chart also, buying is a lot of risk. But let's look at the D1. Let's look at the D1. Okay, so on the D1, there's not much risk to buy. It could actually go down on the D1. On the W1, it is still a strong buy on W1. On the monthly chart, it's still a strong buy on the monthly chart. So I think the only chart indicative of us to sell is just the 4 hours and the daily. Okay, the 4 hours and the daily give us a head up to sell. For the 1 hour, the W1 and the monthly chart give us a head up to buy. So which should we believe? Now, we have kind of like a two dominant charts, H4 and D1, suggesting that the price could go down. Okay, but of course, on the monthly chart, we have seen kind of like the fact that the price has been going up for a while. So it could be kind of like a sign of weakness. So based on this fact, because we have this dilution between D1 and H4 that suggests that the price will go down, I think we should just, go with the sell. I think so. But of course, before you can go with the sell, I want you to go online, go on your browser and look out for currency meter. Okay, currency meter. So let me see if I can currency strength meter, right? So I'm going to see if I can share my screen with you guys right now so that you can check it, okay, on your own. You can check it. Let's check. Give me a second. I want to see if I can share my screen with you. So I'm going to just click on share and click on this one. So this is a currency strength meter. It's actually online. It's 100% online. So if you go to your browser and you type currency strength meter, you'll be able to see this. So what I need you to do concerning this GBP JPY is to kind of like, check Japanese yen, check pound. So this is GBP. The GBP is very full. Japanese yen is kind of like faint. So this would suggest that the sell may not be that strong. That sell that's being suggested right now by the 4 hours and daily may not hold water. All right. So we could just go with weekly, monthly, and 1 hour. So that said, it means that let me just close this. We don't need this on advert. So that said, what it means is that we can just go back to the chart. Let me share my screen again, and go with the buy. Right. So we go to 1 hour. Of course, we can buy. So that's if you want to. So I think the suggestion here would be to buy. Let me look at 30 minutes of this. Okay, so I think we can just, go with the buy. And of course, if you are going with the buyers, that means you could buy if you like to, and or you could, use the buy stop if you like to, or you could use the buy limit if you like to. But of course, my bias is that the price will most likely continue to push forward. Of course, don't forget that your stop loss should be around this range, around this low. Okay, that's where your stop loss should be if you are buying. All right, that's where your stop loss should be around this painted zone if you are buying. All right, so that's for GBP JPY. Now let me look at the comment section again and see if somebody drops something different. So somebody is asking, Angel is asking, why did all USD instruments have a gap? Well, it could be that there's a news I've not checked. I've not, in fact, I was actually outside Lagos last week, so I was in Akure for an event, and I'm just telling you my movement. All right, so that's why I've not been able to check anything. So and then of course from there I moved to my hometown. That's in Ondo State. So and of course I was there all through the weekend. Right, so I'm just resuming this morning. So and because of activities, family things around there, I didn't even have time to look at television or even look at my laptop. Okay, the only thing I was carrying with me was my phone. And of course, even with my phone, I wasn't able to check any message. Okay, just to receive call. So I didn't really have time to analyze market over the weekend, I must confess. All right. So I didn't have any information for you as to that reason. But of course, it could be because of the I think let me not just give you an idea. I've not checked, all right. But of course, if I send information, I'll pass it across. Okay. So for the Japanese yen, I think somebody is also saying USD Okay, and I would have thought that the US index would have helped us in understanding the likely direction of US pairs. No, Emeka, Longinus, it doesn't work that way. Okay, what you're asking is you wanted to know, or you were thinking that the US index, okay, would give you an idea of what the US pair will do. It doesn't work that way, all right? But of course, except you are talking of dollar index. Because what to type here is US index. US index is different from dollar index. If you had said USD index, I would have understood. That could play a role, right? But US index is, if you are talking US index, you are talking of, for example, NASDAQ. You're talking of, for example, Dow Jones, you're talking of, for example, US 2000 and the rest of them, right? Those are US index. But when it comes to dollar index is different. Dollar index is a measure of the strength of dollar. Let me see if I can just give you a chart of dollar index right now. Let me see if I can look for it. USDIX. Let me check. USDIX. I'm still looking for it. So give me a moment to look for it. If I see it, I'll share the screen. Okay. Energy market. First market. So I don't have it here. I don't really. I do not have it here. I would have loved to share the screen with you guys so that you understand the difference between USD index and US index. Yeah, I think I have it here. So this is USD index, all right? So this one gives you a kind of like a head up as to what the dollar price will be. Again, that's dollar pair will be. So when the USD index is going up, of course, we have it on the monthly chart now, monthly view. It's going up steadily. Let's go to default days. So this is US dollar index. So this one measures the strength of dollar. Now, when the US dollar index is going up, it means that dollar price is go up. Okay, for example, when US index is going up, Euro USD will be going down, right? They are inversely correlated. They're not on the same direction. Okay, but based on what we have here on this US index, this price still wants to go up. Okay, so that's why I said that, of course, you can go back to Euro dollar because this one, if this one is going up, Euro USD will be going down, right? But this is USD, not USO, USD index, all right? Different from something like this now, for example, different from this one, this US 30. Okay, this is Dow Jones, right? It's different from US index, sorry, USD index. So if it is this one you're talking about, that's the USD index. Yeah, I understand. It could play a role, right? But when it comes to US indices, it's actually different. Okay, so let me go back to the comment section now. See, please check my WhatsApp and SMS. I sent some message. Okay, I'll check. I'm waiting for the phone right now. I just requested for the phone. It brought to my table. Now, USD CHF. Yeah, I will check when I get to that place. Now, let's quickly go over what I have on the list, right? So I will eventually get to your own. So let's start with. Let me go back a little bit. So I've just analyzed Euro USD. And then GBP, So let's look at USD CAD. Now, USD CAD has been playing kind of like in the gallery for us. But of course, remember, there is nothing that lasts forever. Nothing. So the price has been going down for a bit. So let's find out if it will give us what we want. Okay, so I think this one will still continue to rise also. This USD CAD will still continue to rise for a bit. Because it's just left the lower band that just like something that we discussed around USD, sorry, GBP, close to that. So I think this one will continue to rise for a bit, but of course, my bias is still on sell on this one also because I still expect the price to drop for a bit. So USD CAD, you can also check the currency meter for this one, the strength of this. So by the time we compare, for example, if you go back to the currency meter, we could see that the one that is most strong this morning is pound. And the one that is second to that or at par with that is New Zealand. So the one that is not strong at all is AUD. Okay, so you might want to weigh in on AUD this morning to look at what you want to do. CAD is a little bit strong, not that much. So when it comes to USD, since USD is stronger than CAD, you might want to go with the buy on USD CAD. All right. So let's go back to the chart now. Let me share my screen again. Go back to it. So wheat, the next one. For wheat, I think I actually suggested that the price would go up that day. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what I did last year. But based on what we have here now, wheat price would actually continue to descend, right? So you might want to, continue to look for a sell on wheat, okay? Because Once the support is broken now, this is 1 hour chart. So there's a support here, all right, that is about to be broken. So once it breaks, you might want to, continue to follow and sell on wheat, right? So, but of course, we can now go to maybe cocoa. Okay, cocoa also would just be kind of like on its way down. Based on what we have here, the Bollinger Band suggests a bearish engulfing bar around the upper line. So for cocoa, you might want to sell also. So because this one suggests so, all right. So you might want to be looking to sell. All right. So once the current bar closes bearish, also you might want to enter and make some money, on wheat. Okay, possibly it will just go in that direction, and of course you can make money. But of course, otherwise, if it doesn't do that, it will just turn around and go to the upside. Then you can buy above the high of the last candle. Okay, so that's the idea. That's the whole idea of this one for the bearish engulfing bar that you're seeing. The bearish engulfing bar suggests a sell, but if the price fails to go down, you could just look for a way to place a buy and follow the buyers and in that direction. So we go to corn, all right? Corn is a little bit different in chart this morning from wheat and cocoa. Okay, so cocoa suggests a sell, wheat suggests a sell, but corn is different, right? So with corn now, you might want to let's look at the 4 hours. This one also suggests a sell. On the 4 hours, it suggests a sell also. So you might want to check that one out also. So I'll just go straight to US 100. US 100. For US 100 this morning, well, I want to believe that, last week we actually made money on US 100. For those people that, followed through last week, and I followed our analysis, we suggest that the price could just continue to push forward, and then it did. So for today, the price is doing currently, there's an average here that is about to cross. So if it crosses, the price could continue to push to the upside. Now there's a gap, a clear gap. So possibly, even if the price will go up, it might not cover the gap. So if you're interested, you might want to sell to the level whereby the gap will close. Of course, you could now begin to buy from there. If the cross happened as it's supposed to be. So what I mean is there's a cross here on this 4 hours. Let's go to 1 hour so that we can see it clearly. Okay, so I think this one is kind of like clearer on the 4 hours. On the 1 hour than on the 4 hours. So there's a gap, right? So the price might want to cover the gap. Okay, so you could sell to that level, or follow the sell, or if the price is going down, follow it until there's a cover for this gap, right? So once there's a cover for the gap, that means the gap is covered. Then you can now begin to look for it back, right? So that's for US 100. Before I look at your suggestion, let me look at gold very fast. So for gold, we have kind of like a strong bear, okay, on Friday. Now, if you look at this gold on 30 minutes, you see that the price average, that's the average cross, okay, the 21 period has crossed below the 50 period. So suggesting that the price may go down from this time frame. That said, so it means that if you see an opportunity to sell, you could sell. If the price returns to resistance, you could sell. That's if the price returns to the first resistance here, this is the first resistance, you could sell. If you move up to also to second resistance here, you could also sell. So, and of course, even from where it is, if you like, you could also sell. So it's those are the three possibilities with gold that I can see and tell you this morning. Now let's go to the next one, which will be, don't worry, I'll look at it. Let me just look at the suggestion very fast. Please check Euro USD is going down. Well, we already discussed that Euro USD would go down and break that support in it to continue to sell. So of course, we just analyze good. What if USD index is up? Will USD somebody is asking a question. What if USD index is up? Will USD JPY also go up? Of course, because USD is the base for USD JPY pair. Of course, Matilda. Yeah, it will definitely go up. So anytime USD index is going up, most likely USD will definitely go up. So let me look at the last question that was dropped here. USD. We'll just analyze that one. I will not done USD. Okay. Even if I have not done it, don't worry, we'll get there. We'll get there. All right. So let's go to the next one, GBP USD on this list. There's also a gap up on this one also. So this one break and clear the support we actually highlighted or envisaged that day. So I think this one is a very good one, very good one. So there was a break in that support, and now the price is currently around that support. So if you ask me, I could just take a risk on this GU, right? The price is currently bearish on the current bar. So what this one means is that the price will break the support again, but I don't think it's likely. So for this GBP USD, I will 100%, wait for the buy, okay, to mature. So what you can do is to wait for a green bar today, okay? Wait for a green bar. Let me clean this so that you can see what I mean by a green bar. So let's say I look at candlestick like this. So what you can do is to wait until you see a green bar today. The current bar is red, right? So today, wait until the first green bar is printed. Then you can enter and follow the buyers. Then, that's for this one. So let's look at the next one on this list, which will be it should be crude oil. So crude oil, like we suggested, crude oil, is 100% bearish in nature, right? It's 100% bearish in nature. So what you can do is to be looking for sell opportunity on this one. One of such sell opportunity could come when you go to 1 hour chart and you go to indicators chart like Bollinger Band, okay? And when you say Bollinger Band, you look out for the upper band and trade the sell around it, especially when you have a bearish engulfing bar. Or on the middle band, as we see now, the price is currently bearish engulfing. So if you close red like this, you could still sell. That's for crude oil. So wait for the next, maybe 20 minutes for crude oil. If you end like this, if the bar end red like this, you could place sell on it. Okay, finally, we could go to AUD-USD. We suggested that AUD-USD was very weak today. So, but of course, USD is actually kind of like covering all the gaps on AUD-USD very faster than it's covering other ones. Okay, so that's because AUD is weak. We saw it in the currency meter. So, which means that you could be selling this one. That means you could go with the sellers for this one. So, record it on your journal. I hope you have a journal that you're recording some of these things I'm telling you. So, AUD-USD could go bearish today. So, you might want to look out for a sell. All right, so US30, there was a gap, but of course, this one is just like US 100, which is NASDAQ. Okay, all of them have the same directional, flow. But of course, you might want to wait until the price hits a support before you buy. So one of such supports is this support one, opposite of what I highlighted. I think the last time I was doing something like this, and this support two. So if the price hits support one, look out for an opportunity to buy. If the price fail and move to support two, look at one of this to also do what? To also buy for this one, right? Record it in your journal, and then we can move to the next one, US 2000. Same thing with this one. If you use Bollinger Band, wait on the price return to the middle band or the lower band, right? Let me just click and copy this one to lower band. So you might want to buy on those zones. So, and of course, USJPY, for this person that was asking, USJPY kind of like give me an idea of the fact that this price will go down. Okay, so I actually trust this indicator you have on the screen. I have on the screen. I trust it 100%. So what this one is telling me is that I could just sell. Okay, and of course, selling will mean that this one is against the backdrop of the fact that we say dollar is strong, and of course, the dollar will go to parity on Euro USD. But this one is telling me that the price has broken a support. Okay, this is support, but the price has broken it. But then after breaking it, it returns a bullish engulfing bar. So what I want to do or want to see is if I go to 15-minute chart, I want to see a close below this green zone. If I see a close below it, then I will obviously definitely place a sell on USDJPY. So what did I do differently? I was first of all on H4. So put your chart on H4 so that I can see what I'm seeing. You can also record on your journal. So on this H4, I zoom in a little bit so that you can see what I'm seeing also. So I have these two candles here. These two. Let me see if I can use an arrow to show you the two candles that I'm looking at. So I have these two candles here and there. These two. Okay. Let me just draw it a little bit to the downside. Okay, so I have these two candles. That's this one. Let me dance with the arrow. This candle, this green one, and this red one. Okay, so I put two arrows below them so you can see them clearly. Now, these two candles, what they represent here is that after this cross, there's a cross here. There's a cross, the red cross below the black. And then they printed this red bar. Following that was a green bar. What it means is that there was a support here that couldn't allow the price to flow down. So eventually the price met a resistance 1 and 2 in the red and the black line. And then there was a gap down, close below the support. But after that support, there's another move. You know, remember there was a support here originally. There was a gap down that closed below it. And then after it, there's a bullish candle that closed above it. So that means that the support still holds. Okay. And of course, it could be that the price wants to go up. But if we see another break in that support or break in that structure, it means that price wants to go down, considering the fact that the price already broke that level. That was why I now distilled down to 15 minutes so I can look for a trigger. And in that trigger, I'm looking for a candle that will close below the green zone. So if I see it, obviously I'll place a sell. Remember, the red is still below the black around here, suggesting that the price could still go down. So I think pretty much I've been able to technically analyze the price for you now. Okay, so that's for USDJPY. And of course, for the USDCHF, the story is different. Okay, because the price is the red line is above the black line on the USDCHF compared to on the USDJPY on the same 4 hours chart where you have the red line below the black one. So for this USDCHF now, you are going to be treating this one differently. And of course, I can maybe categorically say that this price could just go up on this one. So when it comes to this, and even on the currency meter, I don't think the Swiss franc is as strong as Japanese yen. Let me just switch to here and confirm that. CHF. Okay, I think they're on the same level, but of course, Japanese yen is actually stronger against USD this morning. For Euro Pound, we've seen a lot of volatility on this one in recent time. But of course, the price is bearish, okay, overall on the 1 hour chart. So you might still want to be looking to sell Euro GBP. Now, let me just quickly go to Euro UD. Then I'll check also. So this Euro USD, like I suggested last week, the price was still dropping. So this one still suggests that the price could go down. But of course, on the D1, let's check. On the D1, price will still actually go down on this Euro AUD. So you might want to look out for a sell on it. Of course, maybe just wait for the price to recover for a bit. So that's pretty much what I have for you this morning. So let me just go to the comment section, check if somebody drops something different. So Kele said he didn't quite get an analysis on USDJPY. So your bias bearish. Yes, Kelly, the bias is bearish for this one. So somebody suggested DAX. I don't think I've checked it, but DAX is what you are seeing here now. On the 4 hours chart, it's kind of like a little bit of rugged deal on this DAX this morning, because the thing is kind of confusing. I don't know. I don't even know why I skipped it, but DAX is kind of confusing for me this morning because I'm not sure if I even understand what the price is doing right now. So, but I think I want to keep my fingers crossed on DAX. So I will not tell you to buy, and of course I will not tell you to sell on this. I just stay kind of like kind of neutral on this one. Thank you. So pretty much, I think that's it on this one. So let me just check the comment section now and see if somebody has dropped something there. I can look at. Somebody say gold. I've already looked at gold, and I suggested that my bias is with the bears. Okay, D30, my bias is neutral. But of course, you can do your final analysis and do something around it. Okay, AUD card. Okay, so Somto, okay. Somto Chuku, right? Your name should be so because the Somto that I know is Somto Chuku. I don't know if there's some other Somto. Is there other Somto? Okay. So AUD what? AUD card. So let's go to market here. Check AUD card. So for AUD card, like you suggested, I think your name is Somto. AUD card already filled the gap that AUD created this morning. Let's look at this. Okay, this is 1 hour, 4 hours. For the 4 hours also, because for the daily, I've not been checking the AUD card for a while. I used to trade it though. It used to be a very nice currency pair to trade. Okay, so but based on what we have here, the price could just go up. Good. Okay. Good. This monthly, this daily chart. Oh. The price will just go up really because I'm not 100% sure, but I think my bias may be with buyer. But let me put an indicator to check without relying on candles. So you can see there's a little of confusion right there. So the indicators matched right now. So I'm not sure of a clear path, but let me look at another indicator that we can use. Stochastic suggests a buy also. So the stochastic here suggests a buy. All right, so I have kind of like almost equal level here, almost. And while that one is so, the indicator, sorry, the price is actually doing a higher low, right? So I think you might want to kind of like go with the bias on this one. Okay, so you might want to go with the bias on this one. That's my bias on this one. So otherwise, if the price begins to go down, you can use a stop loss, and of course, you can also join and be a seller, right? So pretty much that's the analysis on AUD card. Let me see if there's more comments that I can look at. Are you Felix? Good morning. All the way from Akure or Ekiti, right? So I think I was with you people last week. Good morning. So Olatunde is saying you want to set the feed gap. Good for you. And of course, that's a good one. So pretty much this is where my analysis will stop. But of course, like I always do, it's a tradition. I want to hear your feedback, at least one person. So you want to talk to me, you will raise up your hand now. Of course, I will enable the microphone. Then you talk to me based on what we have analyzed now. Maybe you have a question on it. Any questions? Someone comment, somebody, questions. Who is going first? Just one person. Precious. I can't even see your name, but I see, oh, sorry, Peculiar. Peculiar. Okay, so Peculiar Esther. What's your question, Peculiar?
Good morning, Mr. Segun. Well done for what you do.
Good morning.
Very good. Good morning, sir. I want to talk on that gold that you said you joined the BA. I can see that for the past 2 hours, it seems as if the thing is reversing, is buying. You said you joined the seller. Gold. I'm talking on the gold.
Yes.
For the past 2 hours, is buying now.
I say my bias is for sell.
For sell, okay.
Yes. And that's because there's a sharp drop in price right now. And if you look at the hours also, there's a sharp drop. But of course, on the 4 hours view, the price is currently around the support. So it could be the reason why the price is actually moving to the upside. But on 30 minutes, it's a clear one. So the price dropped. So even if you don't want to sell yet, you might want to wait until the price get back to this high. That's this level or that one. But if you want to go with 4 hours, if you're a 4 hours trader, before this one can be a clear buy, right? I must confess to you, before it can be a clear buy for gold, price should cross this part. It should cross this part that I paid, then it will be a clear buy, right? So if the price could move on this 4 hours and cross above this level, then it will be a buy. But of course, if you look at the Fibonacci retracement on this one from the move that they started moving a while back up to this level where it is now, you see that the price has retraced to 61%. And from 61% now, it is currently selling. So it could be that the price on these 4 hours, the price has reached a resistance and is about to go down. So if you go back to 1 hour, okay, you might want to, if you are trading 1 hour, you need to wait on this red line cross below the black. But on the 30 minutes that we analyzed previously, the red already crossed below the black. So we want to wait on the price, get back to this level. That's on the 30 minutes chart when it gets to this red one or the black one. So don't sell yet. Wait on the price to get to this level on your chart, whether on your phone or laptop, then you can sell. Or if you get back to this black, then you can sell. Is it clear, man?
Yes. Thank you very much, sir.
I thank you very much also, Davesta. So, and of course, I want to use that opportunity to thank everybody. I have a meeting scheduled for 9 o'clock on the dot this morning. So I'm going to be leaving you guys early. I think I'm leaving you 7 minutes to the hour. So I want to wish you all green pips today. Of course, I'll see you when next I come here. Remember, tomorrow, this time, this same time, 8 o'clock, this analysis continue with another analyst in the house. And don't forget that 10 o'clock this morning, Pips Mama will be in the house for those people that want to learn more on how to trade to handle the class. And if you're in Lagos, okay, there's an advanced class today. If you can make it to the office, all good. So we'll start by 11 on the dot. All right. So thank you very much, everybody. Of course, I'll see you around.